I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter outside of Cal Total Insurance, one of the many places where you can file your taxes. However, recent changes made by the Trump administration have made some people skeptical of whether or not to file.
I can assure you, our phone is ringing off the hook with people that are absolutely beside themselves with fear and frustration over this.
Immigration attorney Wynn Eden is talking about the IRS's recent decision to assist in the new administration's deportation plans earlier this week, which intends to help with criminal investigations. Their plan? To share taxpayers' individual taxpayer identification number, or ITIN, usually used by people without social security numbers who are not in the country legally, with immigration authorities.
The IRS has historically considered this absolutely unlawful and off limits, which I believe it is. And I think eventually the courts will rule that it is unlawful and off limits.
I visited Cal Total Insurance, just one of the many places you can file taxes, and sat down with Managing Director Julio Nájera, who says he was shocked when he heard the news, saying that in 1996, the IRS released a clause, Section 6103, stating the IRS is not authorized to release taxpayer information to other government agencies except for providing information to the Treasury Department for investigations that pertain to tax administration or under a federal court order related to a non-tax criminal investigation. How has this affected your business when it comes to people filing taxes?
It has affected us because there is about a 30% decrease in business and people filing this year. They're scared, they're skeptical about coming in and giving us their current information, which now the Immigration Department's DHS is gonna have access to.
With tax day being on Tuesday, Nájera says he's been reaching out to his clients to schedule an appointment, but many have told him they'll be waiting to file until next year. And it's not just the undocumented who are afraid. Arvin business owner Wendy Quevedo, who despite being in the country legally and staying up to date with her taxes, says the recent changes made by the IRS have left her uneasy, stating what is to say immigration authorities won't come after her.
Ya no es fácil de que ellos puedan recibir un reembolso, ¿verdad? Y aparte de eso, con el Dios en la boca de que pues pueden ser deportados.
Despite these concerns, officials recommend that those with ITIN numbers abide by the law and file taxes.
We as attorneys are officers of the court. We cannot advise you not to file your taxes. Look at it for what it is. You've been paying your taxes. You've been doing the right thing. We advise you to continue to do the right thing, continue to pay your taxes.
Though the IRS claims this is an effort to help with criminal investigations, it does not guarantee that others won't be affected. For 23 ABC, I'm Priscilla Lara, your neighborhood reporter.